Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to mount UTG picatinny rails. This is the P503 kit. I'll show you how to put them on tactical forend. This is for an Archangel 556 kit. And just show you just some little hardware pieces that you need to get. First off, you're going to need some 1032 thread square nuts. I need 4 of them, a 5mm washer, a 1032 by 5/8 long bolt, and you're going to need a 5/32 hex wrench to fit in that. And you're going to need 4 of these. They're called T-nuts, and these are going to be, you need them in 1032 thread. And a different one here. This is what they look like. They're for putting in the wood. So they're going to have that those 3 notches bent up here. You're going to need 4 of them. A pair of pliers. A drill with a 1/4 inch bit. And you're going to be using these screws, so you don't need to worry about getting screws. I'll show you why you need this longer one in a bit here, but so you want to start off with these T-nuts. You want to take your pliers and bend them little tabs down all the way. So grab them, bend them a little bit, and then just put the pliers in there and just squeeze them all the way down. So you want to do that to all 4 of the T-nuts. And next, you need to drill out all these square nuts with the 1/4 inch bit. Just drill that thread right out. Okay, pretty straightforward here. Just put your nut into a vise. And drill it out. Okay, so now you drilled out all of them nuts and flattened down all these T-nuts. And 3 other things you might need. You need some super glue. You might need a file or a little grinder or something to deburr these. And for the next step after this, you're going to need either a hacksaw, or it'd be easier to use a little Dremel with a cutoff on it. But so anyway, what you want to do now is take your super glue, put some super glue around the base on the shaft. And you see one of them slots right there that's straight. You want to line the side with that nut up with it. And just keep it pressed down on there. until it won't go anymore. And you take something and just push on it. Just make sure it's all the way down on there. Okay. So, the next step is going to be to cut it off the excess right here. Or actually, no. Alright, so what you want to do now is you want to cut that lip that's protruding out of that nut. Just cut the rest of that off. So put it in a vise. And take a Dremel, the cut-off wheel. Of course, wear safety glasses and cut it off. Flip it over. And there you go. So the next step is going to be putting these in there and getting them to bend to the contour of the inside because it's rounded. As you can see, this is the first one I did. So, like in the beginning of the video, I said to bend these back. I decided to just break them off and just grab them and rock it back and forth to break them little tabs off. And once I got to this step, you are going to need two of these 5/8 by the 1032 nuts. And the only thing the washers are for is so that when you're screwing these in, just so it doesn't tear up the finish on your rails. So, what you want to do? Oh, and another thing you're going to need is a long, at least like a 2-inch 1032 screw, and I'll show you why in a second here. But you want to get your rail. Well, first, get one of these. Oh, and the reason for these square nuts is that they're the exact width of that notch right there. So this is going to keep these right in the center. So if you like knock it or hit it on something, it will keep your rail centered, not move. So put this in there, and if it's short enough, you can hold it with your finger. So put your rail over it, take your screw, and put it in there. This is hard trying to do it on camera. Take your 5/32 wrench. Just snug it up for now. Just make sure that that square nut's in that little channel right there. Now, for the other side, since this is in there longer, just try to get it over to where you can put the long screw in from the other side and actually thread it in there from the back of it just a little bit, and now you can hold it from the other side without it falling out. So I'm going to bring that over to the other hole. Just thread that in there, and then back this out a little bit, thread it in some more, and take that screw out. It's not in the channel right. There it goes. And still make sure that square nut's in the channel. Now, what you want to do is to tighten these down. Let's see if I can get a nice view here. Tighten these down, and you see it's starting to bend right there. It's gonna bend to the contour to the inside of that. Just don't need to super tighten it down, but just tighten it down enough so that you can see when it bends to the inside contour. Just do the same to the other side. And that's good right there. Now, take them back off. Take your rail back out, and now they're bent just like the inside of that forend is. And just repeat the process for the other side. It's the same thing. And if you want to paint these, you can paint them. Paint these and then get to reinstalling it. Okay, so here they are after I painted them. And now you want to do is to take the screws from the kit. These, you don't need those longer 5/8 ones. And if you need screws, these are 3/8 long, 1032s, and 3mm hex wrench. It comes with that kit, but it's basically the same as you did before. But when you put these in there, you got to make sure that they're bent the right way. Just hold that in there. And the reason you needed the longer screws was because these ones wouldn't reach it before when you needed to bend them T-nuts in there. Get another one. Let's see if I can get this in there right. Take your long screw so you can fish it over there, right? There we go. screw out. You just want to adjust it to where you want it, and then just snug it up. There you go. See, it's nice and snug to the inside. There's nothing sticking out. It'd definitely help if you have the bull barrel on your gun, because you ain't gonna scratch it a lot with if you put just a nut in there that would extend out more. But there you go. And just repeat the same process for the other side. So here it is after it's done. See, nice and flush on the inside. And this is for a Ruger 1022 Archangel, so different stocks, you might have to make it a little different, but it's going to be along the same guidelines as to making them things. But hope this video was helpful to you, and let me know if you have any questions, and have a nice day, and thanks for watching.